before sunrise, she drags his body down to the edge of the swollen river, wrapped in a red velvet curtain, stolen from the movie theater where she works. Quiet as a whisper under the stanchions of a washed-out bridge, she cuts him loose and watches as the floodwaters spin him round once and carry him away. And she removes the golden ring upon her finger. She throws it in. And I wonder, baby, why don't you cry? Baby, why don't you? Baby, why don't you cry? I wonder, baby, why don't you cry? Baby, why don't you? Baby, why don't you cry? Yeah. 3 days later, in a bar in southern Mississippi, she meets a man by the name of Charles Lee. She introduces herself to him as Lee Charles. What a coincidence, he says. And a week later, they get married. He wakes up one night, 6 months down the line, to find her staring at him in the oddest way. When he says, honey, what's wrong? She says, oh, nothing, dear, except that tears are a stupid trick of God. And by the time they find his body, 6 weeks later, well, she's 1,000 miles away. And I wonder, baby, why don't you cry? Baby, why don't you? Baby, why don't you cry? I wonder, baby, why don't you cry? Baby, why don't you? Baby, why don't you cry? She runs from devils, she runs from angels, she runs from the ghost of her father and 5 different uncles, blinded by their memories, seared by their pain. She'd like to kill them all, yeah, and kill them all again. She don't think much about what she's done or the funny feelings that she feels. Nah, she don't. To her, it's just a condition she picked up as a child, little thing she calls the wound that never heals. She calls it the wound that never heals.